So, for those who chose group number 1, so what does your subconscious is aware of that you're currently not aware of? So, this is more of the current energy in here, and this is not like just about love. This could be anything. So, it just really depends on you on how you will relate this to your situation. So, yeah, let's get started with your reading. Okay, so you got Gaba, and it's in reverse. And it's not even focusing again. You also got Otho. I don't know why I always have a hard time pronouncing this one, but this is Otholo or Otholo? I don't know. Something along those lines. You also got Jerao, Logus, Kanaus, and that's in reverse. You also got Ingwaus in reverse. So let me just figure this shit out. I just want to clarify some of the runes in here. It's pretty straightforward, and like I said, I don't really want to be specific in this reading, but somehow it's quite specific to one area in someone's life. Okay. The first thing that came into my mind is that I feel like for the majority of you, this is more relating to either it's platonic or romantic connection or relationship. Although I feel like this is more of romantic in here. It's almost like there's a need for you to let go. There's a need for you to loosen your grip. I'm just not sure if this person is still in your life at this point of time or if you are separated from this person, because I'm almost seeing like, you're very attached to this. You're very attached to the idea of the connection as well. You still have feelings, a lot of feelings for this person, but at the same time it's almost like for some of you it's either you're not communicating, you're at a distance, or it's a separation in here, like a breakup, something along those lines. Something feels disconnected, something seems and feels all over the place in here. And it's almost like you're trying to have a blind faith regarding this situation. Even though there's a part of you, maybe for some of you, there's a part of you that could feel that this is unhealthy for you. I'm even getting a feeling that you may be purposely blinding yourself to the truth of this situation. So it's almost like your subconscious is telling you that this is not for you. This is not the one. And it's not that the universe is going against you and this person, but it's just the fact that maybe this person is not really good for you at the end of the day. And they're just they want you to save your time for someone who is much more valuable for your attention, if that makes sense. I feel like you do have the tendency to have a lot of mood swings because of this situation. So I feel like your subconscious wants you to redirect your focus to somewhere else. Because for some of you, I also get the feeling that you may have this belief that this person or this situation is really meant for you. Or if you believe in spiritual connections, you kind of like have this perception that this person is somehow either your soulmate or your twin flame, something along those lines. And it's almost like your subconscious is telling you that you're creating your own illusions. You idealize this person, this situation a lot, to the point that it's kind of unrealistic in here. Because I feel like something is not fair in here, something is not being reciprocated even. I don't know, there's something about the energies not being balanced. And with Kanos in here in reverse, it's almost like your subconscious is telling you to stop denying. Stop denying the truth. You know that this connection makes you unhappy. You know deep down that this person stunts your growth. This situation doesn't give you the capability of feeling free. There's a need for you to breathe. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe for some of you, this connection is quite suffocating, or maybe it's toxic for short. Your subconscious is also telling you that just because something makes you feel emotionally good, or just because something emotionally stimulates you, doesn't mean that it's good for you. By the way, if you're one of those people who believes that this person is your soulmate or your twin flame, this is more of a karmic in here. I mean, everything that we deal with in this world is usually karmic. Everything that we face gives us a very important lesson. That's why everything is considered a fucking karmic. But somehow, this person is like a false soulmate, a false twin flame, if you know what I mean. I even heard stop dragging yourself down. So, ultimately, this is all about you moving on and finding the potential somewhere else. Because this is not worth it. Your subconscious is telling you. So, yeah. I hope that made sense. It's pretty much of a short reading, so hopefully that resonated, and that will be all. Okay, so for those who chose group number 2, so what does your subconscious wants you to know at the moment that you're not aware of? So this is more of a general thing in here. This doesn't have to be just about love. This could be anything in your life. So it just really depends on you, on how you will relate this to your situation. And also, it's a current energy. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so you got T-Wells. Oh my gosh. You also got I-Wells, and it's in reverse. You also got K-Nows, which appeared in group number 1. You also got Naudis, Feihu in reverse, and Maunaus in reverse. So the first thing that I heard when I saw this T-Wows is that one must come no, not one must come up, but one must rise up. So, it's almost like there's a very big encouragement from your subconscious to rise above the ashes. The phoenix is the first thing that came into my mind for some reason. I don't know. Yeah. With I wasn't here and Feihu, it's almost like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like this is more regarding your material world, but like I said, it doesn't have to be, specifically about material stuff. It could be love, it could be anything in your life. So you will know if this is going to resonate with you or not, but I'm going to stay not so specific in this one. But it's almost like you decided to stop doing something or pursuing something. This is very important to you. But for some reason you feel like something didn't bloom. I'm trying to be quite vague in here so it can apply for any situation, but you feel like something didn't work out in here. So therefore you're kind of like, what's the point of me wasting my time on this? I think it's very difficult for you to walk away from this because this is something very precious to you. Somehow this makes you feel complete, or it could be different for people. For some of you, this is something that makes you feel complete. For another part of you, this is something that makes you feel abundant. And for another part of you again, this could be something that makes you feel worthy. So it kind of like, boost your ego in some ways. I think your subconscious is encouraging you to fight for this, whatever this may be. Don't give up just yet. Like, again, you know that this is something important to you, but at the same time, this is really necessary in your life. I feel like this is something major for you as well. That's why they don't want you to just make rash actions in here and leave it behind just because it doesn't work out in the first try. And somehow the situation may have flopped for you and you got discouraged by that. And I might just repeat myself in this one, but they just keep on saying, keep rising, keep rising. It's the complete opposite of grip number one, because grip number one is all about, just leave it behind, just move on. But this one, there's a need for you to stay. There's a need for you to fight for this because this is meant to impact your life in a very major way. And the thing is, your subconscious is telling you that a big change is about to come. But it's either, let me clarify some of the runes in here. Okay. I don't know if this is another love reading in here, but again, this could be anything. But okay, for some of you, some sort of information or revelation is going to come out of the open for you. This has been kept from you for a while. It makes a lot of sense because you got Pertro in here and Knaus. So it's all about secrets being revealed in here. But if it's not a secret of some sort, this is just another indicator for some sort of shift. But I even asked, what is this change all about? And they are referring that this is all about relating to the emotions, Or if not emotions, maybe this is just something that makes you emotionally fulfilled. This could be anything. This could be your career, something like that. And with all Jason here clarifying Maunos is that you're not meant to see this. You know, this is approaching you at the moment. You know, it may be a slow approach, but I feel like it's coming. But the thing is, I feel like it's being protected by the divine. Like, it's not something that a tarot reader can predict. Like, when will this happen? How will this happen? It's almost like it's very difficult to predict in that way because it's gonna happen like in a spontaneous way. It's almost like maybe in the past you may have put a lot of work in this situation, you may have invested a lot and you got tired of it. And I feel like your subconscious is telling you that you're doing a great job doing that. Just sit still, chill, calm down, relax. But this change is about to happen. All you gotta do is to prepare yourself. Because I'm almost imagining someone being bombarded by some sort of big revelation in here. It's almost like a slap in the face. I'm just gonna clarify Feihu. Okay. You may have some sort of expectation regarding this. I mean, you may have set some sort of expectation, like, I want this to be like this, just what I envisioned in my mind. And the thing is, I feel like your subconscious is telling you that this is more. I don't want to say this is more than what you expect, but this is something very different from what you envision in your mind. Expectations versus reality. It's almost like this situation is meant for you. A real complete opposite of group number one. This situation seems promising, but it's locked at the moment. But all you have to do right now is to wait, be patient about this. Somehow, I'm also getting that for some of you, you may be even defensive towards this. Like, no, I don't want it anymore. I don't give a shit about it anymore. Even though you do care about it, I think you still want this deep inside of you. It's just the fact that because it kind of flopped in the beginning or something was unsuccessful in here, you just don't want to try it anymore. You don't see any potential in this anymore. So, yeah, that's really good. So, whatever this may be, hopefully that resonated. So, yeah, that will be all. So, for those who chose group number 3, so what does your subconscious wants you to know at the moment that you're not aware of? So, this is more of the current energy in here, and this is not just about love. This could be anything in your life, and it really depends on you on how you will relate this to your situation. So, let's get started. Okay, this is pretty straightforward to me. You got Iwaus, Aunsus, Geibo, Feihu, which also appeared in group number 2. You got Urus in reverse, and Thaugaus in reverse. Okay, let me just figure this shit out in here. I feel like for you, kind of similar to group number one, it's more regarding a relationship in here or a connection. It's more of a romantic connection in here. I mean, it could be anything, so just take what resonates. But I feel like there's a need for you to soften up because somehow you may be guarded towards something at the moment. You are in your ego. It's hard for you to, I don't know why, but Urus is strength. And I relate the Urus to the strength card in tarot. And the strength card is a Leo. And Leo is all about the heart chakra. So it's almost like you're not following your heart at the moment because you're more in your head. And I feel like your subconscious is telling you to open your mind, to open your eyes, something about opening up in here. Kind of similar to group number two, but this is all about you needing to wait for something, needing to be patient. There is something very promising in your life at the moment. And I feel like this has something to do about being connected to a group. Okay, like I said, it's more about a relationship or a connection in here. But if it's not resonating with you, it could be like maybe a society or an organization, something along those lines where you need to be connected to other people. So you will know what is this all about, but there is a very promising and valuable connection in here. By the way, for some of you, this could be even friends. I feel like you really have a difficulty of breaking out of your shell because Thagos in here, I relate Thagos to the Death card and also the Six of Wands. So I think there's a really big encouragement for you to, I heard express. Encouragement for you to express. For some of you, I'm even getting a feeling that you're quite introverted or, you're just very used to being kept to yourself, quite shy, timid, something along those lines. And I don't know how to relate this to your reading, but there's something about communication skills. It's almost like they're indicating that something about the way you communicate has to be clear in here or has to be improved. Maybe that's for some person out there. But let me just clarify the runes in here. I'm even getting this feeling that you don't want to admit something. What is that all about? I'm getting like someone really holding back, like someone needs to do something in here. Someone needs to say something in here for some of you, but it's almost like no, I don't want to do that. So there's kind of like a bit of resistance. I'm also even getting this energy that you feel like something is not meant for you, or you feel like you're on the wrong path, or you shouldn't go for this. There's something about what is this all about? I thought this is gonna be the most easiest group out of all the groups, but somehow it got fucked up. And it's just saying the same thing all over again. That's why I'm kind of like also holding myself back from speaking, because I don't want to be redundant. I don't want to keep on repeating myself. But okay, what is this really all about? Yeah, this is all about you, whether you are a male or female. It doesn't matter. This is all about you embracing your feminine energy. That soft, gentle side. Because maybe you're used to being in your masculine energy, where you don't like being vulnerable. You always want to seem as if you got your shit together in here. But I think with this situation that you're dealing with, it is very necessary for you to show your vulnerable side if you want things to move forward. You have been guarded for a very long time, that it's about time for you to show what you really feel for some of you, or to show who you really are as a person. I feel like there's the tendency about you to sabotage this, or to sabotage yourself as well. I even heard that you're trying to ignore the facts. Maybe you're trying to ignore something in here. Maybe trying to redirect your focus somewhere else, possibly. Because I'm also getting that something is stunted in here, and it's almost like the universe is just waiting for you to open up in order to unlock the potential of it. I'm so sorry if this is quite vague in here, but something about your pile is quite all over the place. Like, some sort of breakthrough is meant to happen in here, but they're just waiting for you to learn how to show your soft spot, make some improvements in here, or to take an action, or to do what you need to do. But I feel like this is really something connected to another person, or to multiple people in here, like a community or something. Your subconscious is even telling you to stop being stubborn, because there's an energy about you that's kind of like, I can handle myself. I don't need this situation. I don't need anyone. So, this is so strange. I might reshuffle your runes just to see what is this really all about. Is it about a connection? Is it about some son of a bullshit in here? Something about you doesn't serve you anymore. Your way of living, or your lifestyle, or your approach, or your behavior doesn't serve you anymore. So, this is also referring to your own internal transformation. Somehow, it's almost like, especially if this reading is all about you being connected to someone else, your transformation is very connected to the other person. So, there's also an energy in here that you need to compromise with something or with someone. So I think that's all for your reading. I feel like that didn't really make any sense. What is this all about? But yeah, hopefully that resonated, and that'll be all. So, for those who chose group number 4, so what does your subconscious wants you to know at the moment that you're currently not aware of? So, this is more of the current energy in here, and this is a general reading. So, it doesn't have to be just about love, it could be anything, and it really depends on you on how you will apply this to your situation. So, let's get started. So, you got Knos in reverse. Now these in reverse. Olgis. Ingwaus. Wunjo. And Iwaus again. And it's in reverse. So what is this all about? I don't know why every freaking time that I'm gonna be doing a rune reading, there's always, in each pile, there's always someone very guarded or something. But I don't know why, but you're kind of like refraining yourself from being happy in here. You're kind of like, yeah, just like in other groups in here, you're very defensive. And because of that defensiveness, you're also preventing something from blooming, from unfolding. The thing is, I feel like your subconscious is telling you that you don't have to be scared about this, whatever this may be. Because I'm sensing fear from you. Like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if it's just gonna, the past is gonna repeat itself? Something along those lines. And I feel like your subconscious is telling you that it's gonna be okay. That you don't need to fear this. Because this is meant to change your life, to change your perspective, to bring happiness in your life. I don't know, but I'm also getting this energy of procrastination from you. But I think this procrastination is only happening because you're in your head. And when you're in your head, it causes a lot of fears, it causes a lot of illusion, and it has the full capability of holding you back. And also, I heard this is kind of opposite to the other groups, because in other groups, it's more about to wait. But with this one, there's a need for you to take an action. Stop waiting. Because there's something about you that's also very cautious about this, and I feel like stop beating around the bush. I'm just gonna clarify something in here. Okay, so it's almost like your subconscious is telling you that how would you know? Because I think you may have the tendency to be, how should I put it? It's almost like you haven't tried something just yet and you're kind of like, this is not gonna happen, or this is gonna fail. Something along those lines where you create self-fulfilling prophecies for yourself. And I feel like your subconscious is telling you that how would you know if you don't try it? So it's almost like there's a need for you to make a leap of faith into the unknown, which is very difficult. Like, who would take a risk in something that is unknown to them? But with you, you're not gonna know how this is gonna feel like. You're not gonna know what is the potential of this, how this is gonna impact your life if you're not gonna move. Like, they're saying that even if you're not sure, go for it. There's a go signal for you to go for this. You just need strength. And your subconscious is telling you that the universe is going to assure you that something positive is going to come out of this if you take the risk, if you pull the trigger, if that makes sense. Because for some of you, you may be very confused about this. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's almost like even if you get hundreds of tarot readings from someone, you're still clueless, if that makes sense. So I feel like they're doing this, or the universe is doing this on purpose, because they want you to figure this out on your own, because this is for your internal growth in here. So it's almost like they're telling you that you're not going to grow if you keep on, depending on others, or if you keep on seeking answers from somewhere else. You need to seek the answers within you. And at the same time, to trust the unknown. So I feel like this situation, whatever this may be, is a catalyst to... There's something about... It's a catalyst for your own inner transformation. It's almost like they want you to keep on guessing until it pushes you to the limits and you're like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take the risk. Because it's, for some of you, maybe it makes you really curious or intrigued or very drawn to it. But I'm almost imagining someone smiling. I'm almost imagining some sort of divine figure in here. If you believe in that, like, maybe angels or your spirit guides, whoever that is smiling at you. I'm almost getting like a playful smile from someone. And it's almost like, just go for it. You're gonna see what's next. And the thing is, I read your runes not from the real meanings of the runes. It's more of, how should I put it? It's almost as if whatever you're dealing with, it seems like something doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I'm getting that energy where something seems like it doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense. It's like one of those situations where on the surface it doesn't make any sense, or it's not right for you, or it seems like it's not gonna happen, but it's almost like there's more than meets the eye. That's what I mean. There's more than meets the eye when it comes to this. It's very different from its either purpose or from what it's really supposed to bring in your life, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's all for your reading though. Hopefully that resonated, and that'll be all.